Every console generation tells a story of innovation, imagination, and competition. From simple pixels on a TV screen to photorealistic worlds powered by AI, gaming consoles have evolved into one of the most powerful entertainment platforms ever created. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into the complete history of gaming consoles, the pioneers, the crashes, the rivalries, and the revolutions, and explore what lies ahead in the next era of gaming. Grab your controller, sit back, and join us on this journey through the evolution of gaming consoles, past, present, and future. Our story begins in the early 1970s, an era of analog televisions and arcade machines. Video games were a new curiosity found only in labs and arcades, until one engineer changed everything. That engineer was Ralph H. Baer, known as the father of video games. In 1972, his creation, the Magnavox Odyssey, became the first home video game console. There were no microprocessors, no sound, and no color. Just white blocks moving across the screen. Players used plastic overlays on their TV screens to simulate different games, like tennis or shooting. It was primitive, but revolutionary. For the first time, entertainment became interactive. The Odyssey sold around 350,000 units. Modest, but it planted the seed for a multi-billion-dollar industry. Then came Atari, a name synonymous with early gaming. The Atari 2600, launched in 1977, transformed gaming with interchangeable cartridges. A simple but game-changing innovation. Now, one console could play hundreds of different games. Titles like Space Invaders, Pac-Man, and Pitfall became cultural icons. By the early 1980s, gaming was everywhere, in homes, arcades, and even breakfast cereals. But success brought saturation. Hundreds of companies flooded the market with low-quality games, leading to the video game crash of 1983. Retailers lost faith, consumers got bored, and overnight, gaming was dead. Or so it seemed. Just when the world gave up on video games, a small Japanese company reignited the spark. Nintendo, originally a playing card maker, entered the console market with the Famicom in Japan, later released globally as the Nintendo Entertainment System in 1985. With strict quality control, recognizable characters, and brilliant marketing, Nintendo rebuilt trust in gaming. Super Mario Bros., The Legend of Zelda, Metroid, and Donkey Kong weren't just games. They were global phenomena. The NES also introduced the D-pad controller, the foundation for every controller that followed. Gaming was back, and stronger than ever. The late 1980s and early 1990s brought the first true console war. Sega entered the scene with the Genesis, or Mega Drive, boasting faster processors and a rebellious attitude. Its mascot, Sonic the Hedgehog, became the cool alternative to Mario. The rivalry between Sega and Nintendo defined an entire generation. From commercials to playground debates, it was Mario vs. Sonic, Genesis vs. SNES. The Super Nintendo Entertainment System fought back with games like Super Mario World, Street Fighter II, and The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. This era also introduced legendary third-party studios, like Capcom, Squaresoft, Konami, who pushed the limits of storytelling and music in games. The competition drove innovation, better graphics, better sound, and the birth of modern gaming culture. In 1994, a new player entered the arena: Sony. After a failed partnership with Nintendo, Sony decided to make its own console, the PlayStation. It used CDs instead of cartridges, cheaper to produce and capable of storing richer worlds. Games like Final Fantasy VII, Metal Gear Solid, and Resident Evil proved that gaming could be cinematic, emotional, and artistic. 3D graphics became the new standard. Meanwhile, Nintendo countered with the Nintendo 64, introducing Super Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time, which redefined how we explore 3D spaces. Sega tried to stay in the race with the Saturn and later the Dreamcast, but Sony's PlayStation dominated, selling over 100 million units worldwide. It wasn't just about games anymore, it was about experiences. The turn of the millennium marked a massive shift. The PlayStation 2, released in 2000, became the best-selling console ever, over 155 million units. It doubled as a DVD player, helping many people transition from VHS to digital. Iconic titles like GTA, San Andreas, God of War, and Shadow of the Colossus defined this era. Then came Microsoft, launching the Xbox in 2001. With Halo and Xbox Live, Microsoft brought online console gaming to the mainstream. Suddenly, gamers around the world could compete and chat in real time. In 2006, Nintendo disrupted everything again with the Wii. It ignored power specs and focused on motion controls, attracting millions of non-gamers, families, and seniors. It became a cultural phenomenon. 3 companies, Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, became the Big Three, a balance that still exists today. The 2010s introduced cinematic storytelling and ultra-realistic visuals. PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and Wii U competed for dominance. Digital downloads and indie games exploded, giving rise to creative hits like Minecraft, Journey, and Undertale. PlayStation 4 and Xbox One took the stage next, more powerful, more connected, and focused on 4K and streaming. Gaming became social. Twitch, YouTube, and esports made players into stars. Meanwhile, Nintendo Switch 2017 reinvented portability, a hybrid console that could move from handheld to TV in seconds. The gaming world had officially gone global and mainstream. The modern console landscape is defined by raw power and immersion. The PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X bring ray tracing, ultra-fast SSDs, and near-instant loading times. Games like Horizon Forbidden West and Starfield blur the line between movies and play. Nintendo continues to innovate with the Switch OLED and next-gen hardware rumored on the horizon. Cross-play, cross-save, and digital libraries mean players can continue their adventures across platforms, something unthinkable just a decade ago. And now, the conversation is shifting from hardware to ecosystems. The future of consoles may not involve physical consoles at all. Services like Xbox Cloud Gaming, GeForce Now, and PlayStation Plus Premium allow AAA gaming on phones, tablets, or TVs, streamed directly from servers. Artificial intelligence is reshaping how games are made and played, from dynamic NPCs that learn your behavior to procedurally generated worlds that never repeat. Even storytelling is evolving, with AI-driven dialogue that adapts to your choices. Tomorrow's games might know you as well as you know them. What comes after the console? We may be heading toward a world where the device doesn't matter, only the experience. Augmented reality, virtual reality, and neural interfaces promise a future where gaming and reality merge seamlessly. From MetaQuest to Apple Vision Pro, the console of tomorrow might live on your face, or even in your mind. Gaming isn't slowing down. It's evolving beyond screens, beyond controllers, beyond imagination. From the Odyssey to the PlayStation 5, from pixels to photorealism, gaming consoles have evolved for over half a century, each generation built upon the last, driven by passion, rivalry, and creativity. And the next generation? It's being written right now by gamers like you. Share your favorite console memories in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe for more tech videos every weekday.